Live from the Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Production, celebrating 11 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the Lady Miners Road to the Playoffs. Tonight, in Game 1 of 2-game season-ending homestands, your Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the Oakmont Lady Vikings. It's the home stretch of the 2008 season and a chance to increase their power rankings for the playoffs. So don't go anywhere. We've got the Lady Miners and the Oakmont Lady Vikings ready to tip it off right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Well, the NU Lady Miners enjoy the home court advantage tonight in the final week of the regular season on their road to the playoffs against a veteran Oakmont Viking team here at Ali Gymnasium. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. I'm Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown. Our producer and director for tonight's game will be Gil Dominguez, and of course, the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team has been assembled at the Ali Gymnasium for the final 2 games of this SFL season. But first, as is our tradition here on the Game of the Week, we begin with bonus coverage of the JV game currently in progress, and we are in the 4th quarter with the score Nevada Union 24 and Del Oro 36. And here it's Oakmont tonight. Yes, it certainly is. And here with the call is Paul Brown.
Thank you, Marty. I appreciate it. Nice. Oakmont has so far in this JV game dominated play, and we're watching the Lady Miners as they try to pull back into a game with a 12-point deficit. The Miners with the ball in goal. And as been the case here in the 3rd quarter, another turnover by the Miners. The Oakmont Vikings girls JV team is really quite excellent. 2 very outstanding players. One underneath the basket, number 25. That would be Pauline Parker. And the other, Megan Riley, number 32. The Miners trying to find some room in a man-to-man zone defense. Setting up out front. Long shot, number 11, off the rim. That was Andrea Combe. And the Miners will retain possession.
Awful quick jump ball call there by referee Jerry Westfall.
Good to see Jerry out there tonight, Marty. He's a old standard official for the high school games.
Yeah, he does a lot of Little League baseball. He's just Westfall, Jerry Westfall.
The Miners will inbound the ball. Their lead now, their deficit is now 14. And a steal.
Could go coast to coast.
And
it rolls off.
And then she'll pick up a foul. That was a frustration foul, I think, Marty.
I think so, but one of the things did you notice that not one Lady Miner was down there to try to get that rebound? They were late coming up that court.
Shooting free throws, Devin Blaney at the line. Oakmont has been absolutely death on the free throw line, making a very high percentage.
Just as you say that, they miss one.
I jinxed them for sure. Miners bringing up the ball. Ashley Simpson, point guard for the Miners, setting it up. And they'll go for the long shot off the, nothing there, not even a little bit of the rim.
And nobody under the basket to get that rebound, so they're struggling tonight.
6:15 left in this bonus coverage JV Lady Miners game. Paul Brown with Marty Mortensen, proud to bring you this bonus coverage. We are waiting with great anticipation to a very good varsity game tonight. Long shot from the top, the key, just off the side rim. Devin Blaney finds the long one. Miners push the ball fast and hard. Oakmont with numbers and an errant pass. They will turn the ball over. The Miners will get another chance. You can see the frustration, though, on the girls' faces. Their lead is now, or the deficit is now 15. They will come down and set it up.
They just haven't been able to get into this game any rhythm or anything. Look at that ball stolen away, reached in.
What a great steal, Devin Blaney. And she misses the shot after such a good steal. But Oakmont will get possession after the tip pass out of bounds. In the game for the Miners, that would be Angela Hachi. Oakmont decides on the long shot off the back. And there'll be a travel call. Yep.
Jerry Westwall, the referee, right on top of that. That happened right in front of him. That was an automatic. Good call.
So the Miners will take a timeout as Rich Simpton rallies up the girls. I think he's going to try and instill a little bit of energy. There's a lot of give up on their faces, unfortunately. There is some time here, but every second that clicks by now, there's less and less hope. Rich Simpson has been the girls' coach for how long, Marty? I'm thinking 2 or 3 years at least.
That's probably a good a time period as I was thinking.
Yeah. He is one of the more dapper dressers, that's for sure, as we see him talk to his girls. Always coaching fundamentals. At this level, fundamentals is always first. So the Vikings will be on defense as the Lady Miners will bring the ball down. This is JV action. Ball tipped in. Another steal. Looks like it is another steal by Oakmont.
They are quick.
They are protecting the passing lanes and are making very few mistakes on their side. Quick pass underneath and score. Paige Saddleberg scoring from the left side. Paige is in double digits tonight, I'm sure. She's had many quick passes underneath.
Well, Lady Miners can't buy a basket here. Oh, good hustle.
Good hustle, and now they're going to tie the ball up. The possession will remain with Oakmont. Morgan Bell will inbound. As we watch Oakmont set up, you can see that the defense, they're not sagging in on defense. The Miners are just going to allow that long shot there. And underneath the basket, cleaning up the mess again, Pauline Parker. Pauline is definitely in double figures tonight. We don't have the exact stats, but she is the top scorer on both teams. Quick shot, and there's a good shot. Finally, they're on the board, Marty. Jordan Millhouse.
Well, that's a long dry spell, Paul.
Yep. Ball bounding around the rim and rallied up by the Vikings. Three-point shot on the way. In and out. Hard break. Ashley Simpton, daughter of the coach.
Had a good look at that basket from the three-point line.
And you don't blame her at this stage. They got to get something going.
Right.
They need to make a few of those free. There's a steal. Angela Hoxie going to try it. And gets the roll. Angela Hoxie. 29-43 in favor of Oakmont. Oh, underneath the basket all by herself.
Yeah, see that? Jerry was right on top of it there. She took about 2 baby steps as she turned with the ball, and it was a nice pass. Everything was okay except for the fact that she traveled.
We got to
take a look at the replay here. Now watch this. She's got it. Step. right in front of Jerry, and he says, nope, that's not going to happen.
We got to keep an eye on number 25. This Pauline Parker, she is a very strong player, an excellent post player. Tonight we've seen her play both at the center position. We've seen her play at the forward position, and she's actually quite a good ball handler too. So we can look to see her in the future. Looking down the roster for the Lady Miners, we have 2 freshmen playing for the Miners. Kaylin Sanford and Jenny Carroll, both freshmen. Jenny Carroll on the floor now. Number 20. More movement now in the Miners. In the Miner offense. Actually, there's some movement now, and now we got a full court press. The coaches decide to put a press on. It may be a couple minutes too late, but there is energy in the feet of the Miners.
Well, if they can keep sinking 3-point shots and holding them like that.
And scramble on the floor. The girls laugh as they get up.
Nevada Union retains possession.
Kayla Sanford inbounds the ball. No problem breaking the press is number 2, Francisca Benevento. And there's Benevento with a shot off the front rim. Rallied up by the freshman, Jenny Carroll, and she will go to the line to shoot a couple. Good play by Carroll. Heads up, rallying up that rebound. Here's the replay.
Let's take a look at it now. Goes off one of the Oakmont players, and then she comes right back to Carroll. And then, boy, she gets hammered across the face and the shoulder, and that's earning the 2 extra shots, isn't it? She missed the first one.
1 minute and 43 seconds left in our bonus coverage. This is Lady Miner JV basketball preceding a very anticipated game against the Oakmont Vikings. We will see the varsity girls directly after. Marty Mortensen joining me, Paul Brown, in this bonus coverage on your NorCal Game of the Week.
Both of those shots that Carroll took are in and out of the basket.
And the Miners are not going to give up with 1:36 left. They're going to press. Both teams with 4 fouls, neither in the bonus.
Referees just letting them play.
And now there's a foul. Angelina Hashi knowing that she's got 1 to give before they go in the bonus. And now the long pass. This is the wide receiver going out, going to rustle the ball up. She saves it. Oh, great save. It could have been double dribble, but now he's got a long shot. Oh, and it goes to the basket. Number 25, Pauline Parker.
The coach just had a heart attack when she shot that 3-pointer, not letting any time go off the clock.
And right back, the Miners almost get a bank.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a foul.
Now the referee's gonna call a intentional foul, and she'll go down and.
Ashley Simpson basically ran over.
I think a little frustration setting in here.
Yeah, I agree. That was Morgan Bell will go to the line, and she will shoot for the intentional foul, so she'll stand and shoot by herself.
That was kind of flagrant, wasn't it?
Here's the replay on that.
We'll watch her take her first couple of shots here. Well, first one's no good. Now watch this. Boom, give her the big push. Down she goes. That
looked like a defensive back more than a point guard.
She did go down and extend her hand to help her up. That was nice. But now they'll get the ball back. They did not get any points.
Morgan Bell missing both, and now she'll inbound the ball for Oakmont. 1:10 left, 109. I'm not exactly sure why Ashley Simpson took the foul, but she decided to take another foul and will go back to the line again. Oakmont leading 46-32 in this JV game, preceding our most highly anticipated game against Oakmont by Our Lady Miners. This one is good. Gina Spino for Oakmont shooting. And there's somebody that can make free throws. She gets a couple. As Oakmont will sag back and let the Miners bring the ball down. One minute to play. Driving down the lane and missing the basket was Calm, and now there'll be a turnover.
That looked like a half-court violation.
Seconds left. The Miners have time for one or two possessions at the most. Looking inside, and a foul on the shot. And it's Jeannie Carroll, the freshman. She'll try to add a couple to the score before the Miners exit. 32-48. 34 seconds left.
Jeannie Carroll looks like a player, only a freshman.
Wouldn't be surprised, Marty, if they brought her up next year. She's tall. She'd have to be about 5'7". Got a nice shot. There she is as she exits the floor. Oakmont looking to break the press. Using clock. And a nice quick shot, and underneath.
Geez, she's really getting the
She's
rebound.
really powerful underneath the basket.
Yep.
She certainly knows how to get position, that's for sure. That's Pauline Parker. Down to 3 seconds. Two will have a desperation at the end. One more, and that'll do it. So, our Lady JV Miners go down to a very powerful Oakmont Viking girls JV team, 48-34. This has been bonus coverage. And Marty, even with the loss, I'm encouraged by what I see on this JV team. The Miners have some good players coming up for next year.
Certainly do. I was really surprised that they've got a couple of good players on the team. Not much height, but they're very quick and very accurate in their shooting. But I think this Jeannie Carroll looks like a player. She could move up next year, a freshman.
I agree. There's a couple girls that could possibly move up, but her in particular. So, Marty, what do you anticipate here with the game we're about to see? Let's talk about the varsity game.
Well, the Lady Miners come in 7-3 overall in league play, and they've got they got to keep winning if they want to improve. They're in the power ranking is 8, so if they want to continue, they're right on the bubble because the top 8 teams have a home game. And so here they come. So as the teams continue to warm up here at Ali Gymnasium, we'll take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we'll talk to Lady Miner coach John McDaniel, introduce the starting lineups, and get ready for the tip-off. I have to remind you that this exclusive coverage of Lady Miner basketball is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers knows the requirements for a beautiful home, and it all begins with a good foundation. Hanson Brothers specializes in site preparation along with the installation of underground utilities and septic tank systems. Next, you can add drainage, driveways, concrete patios, and finish it off with topsoils and garden enhancements. Now that's a beautiful home built with the help of Hanson Brothers Construction, HBE Rentals, and Hanson Brothers in Colfax, where no project is too small.
And by our friends at Soft Answers, Dallas Wilfholm is your local computer genius and specializes in computer software management, design, and consultation. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers is the best friend you and your computer system ever had. Dallas is the one to call for all those hard-to-solve computer problems, and when time is the essence, you need to make those problems, and you need to get answers right away. So make your computer and your computer system your friend again with help from Dallas Wilfholm and Soft Answers, a proud supporter of Nevada Union Sports.
And by Hills Flat Lumber Company. Now is the time to personalize your home and add some color to your life with paints and stains from the Hills Flat Lumber Company. Only Hills Flat carries the ProLine Supreme paints for both interior and exterior jobs. They offer custom color mixing, computer matching, and their rental department has all the paint equipment you will need. Remember, delivery is available 7 days a week because the Pardinis know your work never ends. It's the Hills Flat Lumber Company in Colfax and in Grass Valley. So shop where the pros shop at Hills Flat Lumber Company.
And by Nevada County Hearing Aid Center. Hearing loss often comes on gradually, like it did for famous rock singer Huey Lewis. At the Nevada County Hearing Aid Center, Alan Krosner offers a comprehensive hearing evaluation and carries the new Oticon by Delta. Never before has a hearing device looked so good and been so powerful. The Oticon automatically analyzes and adjusts sounds and lets Huey Lewis continue to be the best he can be. That's at the Nevada Hearing Aid Center, providing professional service with integrity and compassion.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating a decade of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us across our Foothill network of stations. And be sure to join us next time as we travel back to Nevada Union High School for senior night as the Lady Miners take on the Roseville Tigers as we continue the tradition of high school sports television right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. And now let's throw it down to Gil at center court. Gil, take it away.
Well, not right on the center. We're off to the side here now with the new configuration, but close enough to where, we might get hit with the ball. With me is John McDaniel, the coach of the Lady Miners. There we go. That's better. And John, you have a good opportunity here to finish up strong at home.
Yeah, we got 8 in the power ranking. And with 2 strong victories at home, which we're glad to have them at home, we can keep that 8 spot.
Well, I think you might even advance a little bit.
Yeah, if teams lose ahead of us, there's a good chance we could leapfrog a couple.
But certainly you have to win out right now.
Yeah, we cannot afford a loss. A loss puts us in the middle of the last 8, and 2 losses may put us out. So.
Really, it's that tied up in there?
Well, it's because of who we're playing. At the end of the year, we're at home, and that's just the way things work.
Now, you're still in your first year, of course, at the helm of the Lady Miners. Looking back on it a little bit, has it gone the way you thought it would?
It's gone better. I've said it in the past. I just didn't know the talent that I was getting until early this year. And when I saw it, I set my expectations high, and they've fulfilled them. So.
Well, it's got to make you feel good being the first-year coach, not only going into the playoffs, but going into the playoffs with a possible home game.
Yeah, it's more than I could have hoped for. It's been a pleasure all year, especially with this group of girls and this group of seniors.
Now, of course, you haven't spent a lot of time in the Ali Gymnasium since the days when you were playing. Nice to be back here. You feel comfortable already?
Yeah, the only thing that's different is we used to play on that side and, sit on the benches on that side. So it's a little awkward still for me to come in and be sitting on this side. But other than that, it's nice new floor, nice new hoops. So everything's great in Ali.
Yeah, and they got the new bleachers in.
Yeah, love it.
So tonight your contestant is Oakmont. What do we know about them since you played them the last time?
They played us tough last time. They've had a tough go. They've lost some pretty close games to some pretty good teams, but they played us tough last time, so we're not taking it lightly.
And how are you going to attack them?
We're going to go out this game with all seniors, start them all. We're going to do our usual. We're going to push it. We're going to press. And defensively, we're going to get into them.
Now, Caroline Reeves has to be considered one of the top players in the league. When are you going to unleash her?
You know what? With her, you don't really notice when she's unleashed. I mean, her stat line is so full every game. It's not dominant in points or rebounds or assists. It's just consistent everywhere. So I think she is pretty much unleashed. It's just that you don't see it in the flashy categories.
Yeah, whereas before when she was the point guard, you would see her have the ball a lot more, drive the lane, that little bunny hop and the pea patch that she likes through the key and laying it up off the glass. Very powerful move for her.
Yeah, this year we've seen her at the one a little bit, but Becca DeVere's taken that spot. That kind of frees up Caroline a little bit more to do a little bit more moving, and it frees the rest of the team up to also get into the motion style offense that we run.
Now you've been bringing Woodruff off the bench, and she's kind of the enforcer.
Yeah, she, ever since she got here, we have pretty much dominated the boards against most teams that we play, and she's a big part of that.
Now, you don't want to look too far ahead, but you got senior night coming up on Thursdays. How special is that going to be for you, your very first team, your first batch of seniors?
You know what? I don't know what it's going to be like. I know I'm going to be emotional. I know the kids, are going to be emotional, but I'm excited for it. I wish we had more games and more time to play, but that's the way high school sports goes. You got your season, and then you got to kind of move on. So.
Well, fortunately for you, it won't be your last game. You will be going to the playoffs, hopefully at home. So that has to take a little sting out of it, knowing that it won't be the final game here at the Ali.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of the players before who said, man, Thursday is our last league game as Nevada Union Miners, and they were getting a little depressed. And I said, well, you still have a chance to play 5 or 6 more if you play it right.
Right.
So.
And I was talking to your assistant coach, Ty, and he was saying he's not afraid even of the number 1 seed, Kennedy.
Well, you know what? After that Del Oro game, I think our girls got the confidence to see that they can play with anyone in this area. Because Del Oro is one of the top 3 teams arguably in the area. And getting them at home, that was a great thing. And take them into overtime, I think it was if you can have one, it was a good loss.
Well, sometimes you can't have a good loss.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, congratulations on your first season as it continues. A nice third place finish, or tie for second place finish for the Lady Miners. We'll take a look at the standings a little bit later. Number 8 in the power rankings as of today, and hopefully a couple of wins, you can move up maybe 1 or 2 notches.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to get a home game in here for the playoffs.
And then we'll go ahead and we'll see you on Thursday. We recommend everybody come on out here for Thursday's game. And then if the Lady Miners do get a home game, next Thursday, the action will start up right here at the Ali, round 1 of the CIF Sac Joaquin Section Division I playoffs. thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right, there he is, the coach, McD as they call him, John McDaniel, as we get ready for action here, Marty. And, the Lady Miners, I don't know if it's really surprising that they're doing as well. They certainly, we've seen them the last 2 or 3 years, very talented squad. And with the coaching change and everything, it seems to me that they're just responding very well to John, just like the Placer Lady Hillman are responding well to their coach after Camalucci, and the Bear River Girls were responding well as also. So, I guess these teams are so talented, it doesn't matter who you plug in there.
That's exactly right. Maybe they could even suit you up out there too, huh? Get you on the court with the tie and
I got my hands full just dealing with you guys.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Gil.
All right, let's throw it back to you. Thank that second set of sponsors and get ready for basketball action tonight. It's the Lady Miners and Oakmont right here on your NorCal Game of the Week.
And this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by BNC True Value Home and Garden Center. It's time to spring into action with spring cleaning all around your house with the help of BNC. At BNC, you'll always find a large selection of tools and accessories because they have teamed up with the buying power of Ace Hardware, providing quality, selection, and value. And be sure to check out their monthly specials. It's a great way to get the things you need and a great way to save your wallet. So start right here. Start here at BNC True Value Home and Garden Center.
And by our friends at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Plaza Tire is the official repair facility for your NorCal Game of the Week. Mark and the boys know how important it is to get the Commander to every game. So when the Commander is down, they always do their best to get her back up and on the road again, so you won't have to miss a single NU Lady Miners game. Plaza Tire and Auto Service, professional auto repair done on your schedule and not theirs.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his staff at Walker's Office Supplies know your business, and they know your name because they're local just like you. They carry thousands and thousands of products to make your life more efficient. It's a brand new year, so keep that New Year's resolution by getting organized and pick up a pocket calendar and notebook so you can stay on task and you won't miss a single appointment in 2008. It's all waiting for you at Walker's Office Supplies.
And by Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. Francis Cinto and Graziano have a new location in Auburn to better serve your tax needs. But no matter what location you choose, you can trust that they specialize in tax preparation and making your business grow. That's because they're CPAs and business consultants all rolled into one. And now that tax season is here, it's time to make that tax appointment and plan for next year. At Francis Cinto and Graziano, they have an eye on your future.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 11th season of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown bringing you all this Lady Miner action tonight. Thanks for making us the number one in television shows for the Foothills. Now with over 50 broadcasts each week in Auburn on ACTV Channel 20, on Suddenlink Channel 16, Lake of the Pines is Channel 7, and of course in Grass Valley and Nevada City, you can see the Game of the Week on NCTV Channel 11.
And Marty, while we're sitting here, Regina Madenford is sitting next to me here. And she is the owner of Combi Trophy that gives us all those wonderful plaques for the players of the game.
Did she come to present me with a trophy for an outstanding broadcast?
I don't think she brought that trophy with her, but there's going to be a lot of kids that will have some fine trophies on their walls for a lot of years that Combi Trophy will provide.
Yeah, we're going to look for our player of the week tonight. One of these Lady Miners have an exceptional game, and we'll honor her with the Combi Trophy and Award plaque. So we'll look forward to that.
Marty, we touched earlier on the fact that NU has more wins this season than Oakmont. Let's take a look at their record. Nevada Union is 16-8-0. And in league play, I believe you mentioned that they are 4-3.
No, they're 7-3.
That's right, 7-3. Excuse me. And the Oakmont team is 11 wins, 14 losses for the season, and they are 4-7 for the conference. So both teams come in tonight looking for a win, obviously. Scoring-wise, for Nevada Union, top scorer with almost 12 points a game is Cassie Davidson, and followed by Shauna Stephanie. With Oakmont, it's a little more evenly distributed. Cassie Garcia and Maddie Lorenzo both are in the 8 points per game category, and then it basically dissipates out to 4, 3, and 2 points. So I would guess that a great many of the bench players do get a play on Oakmont.
They've got a big squad.
They sure do. And there's a good shot of the Oakmont team and the coach, John McDaniel, as they prepare to do battle.
There's John and his Lady Miners. So we're about ready to have the tip-off tonight.
Tonight's contest features the visiting Lady Vikings from Oakmont High School and your Nevada Union Lady Miners. Will you please rise and
We'll rise now for the playing of our national anthems. We honor America. We'll be right back with the tip-off of this exciting Lady Miner action. Angela. Didn't catch her last name, but she did a nice job there. A little bit different.
Tried a little something to make it her own.
Yeah, sure. Got to add your own style to it. Now they'll introduce the Oakmont Lady Vikings. Carissa Garcia, number 10, guard, senior. Jen Gong.
And she's a freshman.
Maddie Lozano. Ro Betancourt, another senior.
and number 31, Lanika Morgan.
Lanika Morgan. She's a junior. And now for your Lady Miners.
Steve Grialou, assisted by Bruce Henning.
Grialou, Steve Grialou is your coach for the Oakmont Vikings.
And now, introducing your Nevada Union Lady Miners. Back forward at 5'9", senior number 33, Shauna Stephanie.
Stephanie being introduced, the senior.
Back forward, 6-foot senior, number 30,
Maria Viola.
At center, 5'11", senior, number 22,
Christian Woodruff.
Big smile on Christian's face.
Back forward, 5'7", senior, number 21,
Cassie Davidson, number 21.
and at guard, 6-foot senior, number 4,
Caroline Reeves had a big volleyball season. Now it's into basketball season.
So the Miners will put a group of seniors on the floor tonight, Marty. It's all entirely seniors starting. It looks like Carolyn Reeves at 6 foot will be the tallest player. As we see the Miners giving a high five.
Maria Viola also matches her at 6 foot. Let's see who goes to the. It will be Maria Viola doing the tip off, going up against. Can't see her number. Oh, she's going up against Maddie Lozano. She's only a sophomore. So here's the tip off. We're ready to go with this Lady Miner action. 2 games to go in the league, and Miners with the ball. Quick break down to the lane, puts it up, doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Oakmont. That was a chance for Lady Miners to pick up a quick 2 on that fast break.
Missed opportunity by the Miners.
Garcia now with the ball. Good defense by the Lady Miners. Still can't get inside. The clock continues to run down. 4 on the shot clock, stolen away by. They're not going to be able to get a shot away. There'll be a good defense by the Lady Miners, and they couldn't even get into the inside the three-point line.
They couldn't even get the ball inside to the post. Good man-to-man defense.
Now there's Reeves. Over to Viola. Now inside. Reeves lost the handle on it, but then puts it back. That's what Christian Woodruff did. Tips it back in. A quick 2. Points of the game, and now we're broken the ice on the score, but here once again a solid defense by the Lady Miners. Still unable to get the ball. There's a 3-pointer going up off the iron, doesn't go, and stolen away by Reeves. She brings it up. They got 3 on 2. Dishes it off. And nice putback in there. Maria Viola.
You know, I don't blame Garcia for taking that long shot. They're not being given much inside.
No, they can't get a shot inside, so they try to get that 3. She right off the iron. Good aggressive defense by the Lady Miners.
The tallest player for Oakmont is Lozano, number 21, and she really is outmatched underneath as far as size and ability.
There's a long 3-pointer off the iron, doesn't go, but they recover it. Lozano. Now stolen away. Good play in there by Davidson. She'll bring it up. Long pass down court to Reeves. Inside feed, up off the glass, doesn't go. Rebounded in there by Morgan. Four nothing your score. We're early in the first period. Strong defense being put on here by the Lady Miners. There's a 3-pointer up and just off the glass. Recovered in there. Rebound by Davidson. Reeves will bring it up, being guarded by Garcia. Now she drives all the way into the paint, puts it up off the iron, doesn't go. There's a 3-pointer by Stefani, and there's going to be a foul called underneath.
That'll be
on Davidson.
Davidson underneath. I didn't see the foul. It must have been a push. Under the basket was Krista Garcia, the senior guard, and she's also the smallest person on the floor. She's the one underneath the basket, giving them what for, trying to get a rebound, and is fouled.
Long pass, cross court, baseline, put up, doesn't go. Block, stolen away by, looks like Davidson, and there's a shot in there, all the way coast to coast. Cassie Davidson.
So thus far, Oakmont hasn't taken a clean shot yet at the basket. Nothing inside the three-point line, Marty.
And good defense by Caroline Reeves as she forced Garcia to step on the line, trying to go baseline, and nothing was there because good defense by Reeves. And
let's see the defense again. Now watch this. The Miners just collapsing the ball. They are really holding them to the outside and not allowing any kind of post work or any kind of penetration.
Back to live action now. Reeves out at the top of the key. Inside to Woodruff, and that doesn't go. Nevada Union gets it back. Reeves now on the drive into the paint, puts it up. Nothing but net by Caroline Reeves. So we've got 8 points, 8-0 here in the first period, and 4 Miners with the score.
Garcia with another long shot from the top of the key.
Pass down court, trying to take it into the paint, puts it up off the iron. Doesn't go, but then a fadeaway jumper doesn't go. And then look at that. Nice recovery underneath there by Stefani. So 10 points. And look at this, Paul. All of the starters, they've got 2 points.
And they're all smiles as they go to the huddle. Coach McDaniel has got to be happy with this start. And so far, the Oakmont Vikings really haven't had a clean shot from anything outside of 3 points. And that's a pretty tough way to play basketball.
They've had a couple of attempts to drive into the paint, but the strong defense of the Lady Miners kept them from scoring. Well, they've got such a great height advantage.
Yeah, you really can't see it from the camera angle that we have here from up top, but there is a definite advantage from height and size by the Miners.
Now in the game is Visay and Ali. Oh, stolen away. They've got 3-on-1. Oh, and she'd be able to defend against it. That was quite a defensive piece of work in there by Morgan. Now there's a drive in, but that's an air ball. It doesn't go. Minor ball.
Back in the game, Krista Garcia. She will replace Betancourt. So Oakmont staying in a full court, or in a man-to-man defense.
Reeves missed that one, but then the putback doesn't go, and off it goes off of an Oakmont player, and it'll be Nevada Union ball. Fresh clock, 30 seconds. Viola now inside to Reeves. Reeves goes baseline, puts it up. That looked pretty easy.
That looked too easy. With such an advantage on the size, at such a disadvantage, Oakmont might consider going into a zone and collapsing in on those big players underneath the basket.
Now, let's see, stolen away. Reeves brings it up to court, takes it all the way in, but then dishes it off. Fadeaway jumper off the glass, nice. Maria Viola. 14-0 run. This game could be over in a hurry unless these Lady Vikings can get something going here. There's a nice drive, but just couldn't get it. Good hustle to get back was Garcia. Look at that.
They've just got to collapse on her underneath the basket. They're not getting back on defense.
16-0 here with 1:52 left in the first period.
Oakmont put in number 31, Lanika Morgan, who's a junior at the post to try to even out the size advantage. And she's got to move her feet and get over and play defense there. They're going to have that quick pass underneath all night.
Lady Miners are making it look easy when they get down underneath that basket. Well, you take a look at the size and being able to jump up there and get the rebounds. It's very tough.
There's a good picture of Coach Steve Grialou. And he is coaching his girls, going to try and straighten out this defensive disadvantage they've got.
Now Oakmont will inbound the ball. They've got to get something going here, Paul, or they're going to be not going to be able to catch up. They're just outsized, and the speed of the Lady Miners is taking its toll very quickly here on the Lady Vikings. Oh, they throw it out of bounds. High pass. Turnover. Nevada Union brings the ball up. Lenore in the game. Davidson now goes baseline, but the ball's blocked by Lozano. Inbound Nevada Union.
They've moved Lozano down to the post. They've gone, it looks like, to a 3-2 zone. And they'll put Lozano down low to try to tighten things up down below.
There's a three-pointer going up high, and it goes off of Morgan. Well, that's a... Oh, that was Gibson. Number 24 came in for Morgan. Now they work it around the outside. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Quick. There's Reeves puts one up. Air ball doesn't go. Then there's a reach-in foul.
It's only the second foul on the Miners. 1:09 left in the quarter.
Betancourt comes back in. Garcia will bring the ball up the court. 16-0 here in the with a minute left to go in this first period. Good defense once again. Almost stolen away, and it is. She could go coast to coast. Drives it in the lane, puts it up. Excellent. Becca DeVere gets 2. Now top of the key is Betancourt. Gonna lose it again as a reach-in foul, looks like.
Betancourt looking underneath, trying to find something open.
Lenore with the foul.
Her favorite target would be Lozano at this point, Marty, underneath. Lozano being the tallest girl on the court for either team. Here's the breakaway. And as she gathers herself to make the layup, making this score 18-0 as we finish off the third quarter.
There's a three around and out. Well, they caught a break there, driving into the paint, but fouled, so going to the line to shoot 2 will be Betancourt.
When things aren't falling for you, Marty, the best place to do is try to drive the lane and go to the line.
Yep,
hope for a foul. And Betancourt is doing that, and
in and out. They just can't buy one here.
They've had 3 or 4 that have spun in and out. Let's see if they can get on the board with this one.
They're going to break the ice here.
Nope.
No, doesn't get it, and it'll be Viking ball. It was knocked out of bounds by one of the Lady Miners, and Betancourt will inbound. No, now they turn it over to Gong. Garcia. There's a shot. Look at that first period. No points. Boy, that's got to be rough.
Yikes. Now, I don't think we've seen a game all year where they haven't scored at least a single point in the first quarter.
18-0. That's going to be tough to come back from, Paul.
I think that's an understatement, Marty. I don't see so far the Oakmont Vikings haven't really seen or shown anything as far as an offensive ability. They're just going to have to hoist them up from outside, I guess. But they're, like we've said again and again, they're overmatched underneath in size. So
there's your line score, 18-0. Well, what they ought to do is take the assistant coach for the Oakmont Vikings and put him in the game. He's like, you see him over there? He's like 6'8".
He looks like a tree.
I know he does. Put him in the game and stand him underneath the basket. He's got points all night.
What do you say to a team if you're down by 18 points after the first quarter and you haven't scored a single point? I guess you just tell them to be patient, keep relying on their fundamentals, keep working the ball as best they can, and get as good a shot as you can.
No, you answered your own question there. Hey, there's Tom Fitzsimmons, KNCO, bringing the game, all dressed up in his Hawaiian shirt. I guess he's heading for Hawaii tomorrow. All right, now Garcia. Still the Vikings unable to work the ball inside. Back out to Garcia. Strong defense by the Lady Miners. I've said that over and over here again in this first period, but boy, they are really dogging the other team, aren't they?
They're giving them nothing.
They can't even inbound the ball. That's how tough the defense is tonight. I thought about a three-point, didn't take it. There's Gong with the three-pointer. Oh, she gets nothing but net.
And the Vikings are on the board, and immediately a turnover by the Miners.
I didn't even see what happened. I was busy writing the score down, and they missed it. A long pass, inbound pass.
Long inbound pass. It just was misjudged.
Lozano ought to get in underneath that basket because get the rebound. She doesn't get it. Oh, there was a lead pass down court, but Garcia came up with it. Good speed on her part. Good ball handler. They get it back to her. Gets a screen. Thought about a three, goes baseline, and then she's forced out of bounds on a block by Mitchell.
That'll be the 15th foul on the Miners.
And no fouls on the Lady Vikings. Lanika Morgan comes back into the game. Inbounding. Oh, that was close. Garcia has it. There's another three. Oh, in and out. Viola with the rebound. Oh, there was a travel call. Christian Woodruff comes back into the game for Morgan Mitchell. She'll sit down. Garcia brings the ball up the court. Top of the key, being guarded in there by Stefani. Still, almost stolen away. Good defense again. Baseline. They're going to have to get a shot off quick. They do. And there was a hit the rim, so they get a fresh clock. Down low. Paint puts it up, and it goes in. Nice left-handed fadeaway jumper by Sabrina Ali.
Good move by Ali underneath the basket. That's one of the first penetration that they've had. Made a nice little move inside, then back up with the left hand. 5 total points now for the Vikings.
Inside, down low, baseline. Oh, and she's going to get fouled. Woodruff will go to the line to shoot 2.
Woodruff, a senior, enjoying herself with a big smile.
There's a good shot of Woodruff. She makes the first one.
Caroline Reeves comes off the court.
That's the first free throw made tonight. No, doesn't make it, and recovered in there by the Vikings, and Garcia will bring it up the court. Being guarded by DeVere. Ali now. Over the corner to Gong. Gong thought about a 3, takes a baseline, loses the ball out of bounds, turnover. Inbounding will be Nevada Union.
Gong had a lane there down the baseline. They were giving her some room, and she tried to make that move and couldn't keep the handle on the ball off her foot.
Oh, nice. That was excellent ball handling right there as Christian Woodruff goes into the paint, puts up 2 off the glass.
That's 4 passes and 2 dribbles and a basket. Well done.
In less than 5 seconds. There's a 3-pointer. Hey, she's got it. Carissa Garcia for 3. 21-8 now your score. Reeves in the corner, loses it out of bounds, turnover.
Looked like she could have been fouled, but she was out of bounds. The ball, I believe, got away from her before the foul was committed, so they'll award the ball to the Vikings.
Gibson comes in for Gong. Now Morgan couldn't go anywhere. There's a 3-pointer going up. Ew,
and another one now.
Rattles around in there by Gibson.
And Gibson scores the 3rd 3-pointer in this quarter for the Vikings. And down the other end of the court, the Miners will go to the free throw line. Kind of a desperation shot as she's being fouled.
But Becca, she drove all the way down the coast to coast, and she gets the first one.
Kind of hoisted one up over her head with the 2-point foul. 2 free throw foul.
Got them both. Now Garcia trying to set up a play, gets it on over to Morgan. Cross court to Gibson. Now there goes Morgan, drives into the paint, puts it up.
Good play, good first step by Morgan. Getting past the defender, that was then Viola. And getting a needed layup.
Baseline doesn't go. Oh, that's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Nevada Union ball. Good hustle in there by Viola. Timeout called by the Lady Miners.
Well, the good news so far in this second quarter, Marty, is that we've got 13 points on the board by the Vikings. They're making a horse race out of this, at least to some degree.
Yeah, well, they trailed going into this period 18-0, and they've come back with 13 points of their own.
3-pointers by Garcia, Gong, and Gibson. Have
the Miners can only come up with 5 points, so it's been this period has all been the Lady Vikings. They can score if they get a chance to shoot the ball, but the good defense by the Lady Miners has kept them from doing that. They've been having to take those long bombs from outside the 3-point arc, and they're starting to dial in and hitting them now. They've got 3 of them. Reeves now trying to take it inside, but then dishes it off, then it throws it out of bounds.
Good pick and roll by Reeves. She saw that there should have been an opening there.
Full court press by the Lady Miners. But Garcia's got too much speed and too much of a good ball handler, and she gets it up the court with no problem. Now she stops. Taking it is Morgan, and it goes in. That was
a prayer.
It was, and it went right in. Reeves loses it as reaching in, and Garcia gets it one-on-one, drives it in, but the ball's blocked. Long pass down court. They got. That was good. That was unselfish pass there, huh? She had a chance for the 2 points, but then dished it off. And Woodruff with the basket. So Garcia. Now looking maybe at a possible 3 is Betancourt, but no, they take it down low, and fouled on her way to the hoop is Morgan. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's the 5th team foul by the 16th foul by the Lady Miners.
Lanika Morgan gets the ball in her hands, and she's thinking one thing, Marty. She's putting her head down, going to the hoop. You'll see it here. Here's the replay. Now watch. She just finds her own lane, knowing that she's got strength. Goes up and draws the foul. This is one of the best hopes for offense that the Vikings can really take advantage of.
Did she make that first one?
She did not. Okay. That'd be 16th point.
9-point game. Oh, almost stolen away. Good hustle in there by Lozano. She's back in the ball game. Bringing the ball up the court, and right. Oh, nice. Oh, Reeves. Good cut to the basket, and then looked like she was fouled, but no call. Now they get it out, and there's a possible 3 up and off the iron. Doesn't go. Good save, but then she's going to get it stolen away. That was Woodruff. Coming in and sneaking in behind her was Gibson on a good hustle play. Woodruff did not see her. So now Garcia. She's going for a 3 from way downtown and gets nothing but net. Garcia just, she was out the NBA line on that one.
And you know what? We've got a 6-point game, Marty.
And it rolls in and fouled. Good hustle by Stefani.
So the Oakmont Vikings making a move here in the second quarter, getting shut out in the first quarter, and now they've scored 19.
Against 9 for the Miners. Maria Viola comes back into the game. Woodruff goes out.
You know, I think it's only natural for a team to relax when they get an 18-point lead.
Yeah, 18-0. You just kind of say this is going to be a walk in the park. That's her 7th point. And now they put a full court press on. Referee steps out of the way, and Garcia will bring it up the court. And that is Gibson. Now driving in, but can't go all the way in. Stolen away. Good defense by the Miners. Reeves now. Inside baseline goes to Davidson, and she lays it up off the glass.
Now the Vikings are back to doing what they do well. That pick and roll move, looking for the extra pass underneath and getting those easy baskets. That's how they got their lead in the first place.
Now here comes and she puts it in. That's Davidson again on a steal.
47 seconds left in the half.
Well, it was a 6-point game less than a minute ago. Has turned into a 13-point deficit. Now going in, driving in the basket too hard off the glass. Oh, and then she throws a left-hand hook. Stefani does, and she just kind of laughs about it.
That'll be the 7th foul on the Miners, and they will shoot one-on-one. So kind of a senseless foul and a costly one if it results in some free throws.
Now going to the line to shoot 1 and 1. The first one is up and no good. There's a long pass down court. Davidson. Reeves now. There's a shot up off the iron. Doesn't go. Rebounded and saved. Yes. Oh, good defense again. Full court press is double team, but she's able to save it. And now they get it on over to Gong.
That could have been more than 5 seconds there, Marty. I think they're generous with the clock.
There's a nice pass. Gets by Stefani. And there's a throw up, and that didn't go. Underhand.
A desperation shot at the end there for the Miners by, that was number 23, DeVere. And we will go into the locker room at half. The Miners ahead 32-19.
But look at that. Had they had any kind of a first period, this would be a lot closer game.
That's for sure. And actually in the last 2 minutes, NU put up at least 6 of those 14 points. So you are so right.
All right, here at halftime, we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Rental manager Greg Arthur wants you to know that HBE Rentals is a full-service rental facility in Grass Valley with a large selection of tools and equipment that you need every day. HBE Rentals carries only the best from Caterpillar, John Deere, Bobcat, and Kubota, and has everything you need from pressure washers, weeders, pruners, lifts, carpet cleaners, as well as wall steamers. It's all waiting for you at HBE Rentals, proud to be a part of the Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
And Soft Answers, owner Dallas Wivholm specializes in software management, design, and consultation. That's why everyone says Dallas is the best friend your computer system ever had. And Soft Answers is proud to once again be a supporter of Nevada Union sports and all the enjoyment and pride the Miners bring to our community. Dallas salutes the commitment of all the NU players, their coaches, and their families, and is proud to donate his time once again as the NU Miner freshman basketball coach. That's Soft Answers.
And by Hills Flat Lumber Company, it's time to get going and get organized with the help of Hills Flat. Right now, Hills Flat carries a 5,000 square foot bag of Super Turf Builder and a 1-gallon spray bottles of Roundup, the ready-to-use herbicide that is biodegradable and will not hurt surrounding vegetation. And don't forget their selection of bare root roses, quick fix grass seed, and Osmocate, the indoor-outdoor plant food. It's all at Hills Flat Lumber Company, so shop where the pros shop at Hills Flat Lumber in Grass Valley.
And by Nevada County Hearing Aid Center. Your hearing is one of God's most precious gifts to you. Hearing loss can inhibit the ability to lead a normal life and also affects the lives of those around you. At Nevada County Hearing Aid Center, Alan Krosner offers a complete hearing evaluation and can provide excellent hearing aids like the new Oticon Delta or the Unitron Moxie. And at the Nevada County Hearing Aid Center in Nevada City on Argyle Way, they provide professional service with integrity, honesty, and compassion.
And by Touchdown Productions, dedicated to bringing you only the best in local high school sports television. Thank you for joining us tonight as we continue our 11th season of high school basketball on our Foothill network of stations. And be sure to join us next time as we travel back to Nevada Union High School for senior night as the Lady Miners take on the Roseville Tigers. It's the final regular season game and another important step on the road to the playoffs right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Let's take a walk around the foothills as we walk around those foothills, Paul.
Take a look at the standings here, Marty. With the season coming to a close here, we're looking at the boys basketball standings for the Pioneer Valley League. And we have Powerhouse Colfax on top with 9 wins and 1 loss overall with 22-2. What a season they've had. They did lose to Placer, I understand, last week. That's the second loss that we've seen, and congratulations to Placer on that. Then it's followed by Bear River, who in league play is 7-3, as was Whitney, 7-3. Mesa Verde follows with a 4-6 record, and Placer, we just spoke about, with 4-7. Eldorado and Lincoln.
And lady basketball standings for the Pioneer Valley League. We've got Placer on top with a solid season of 11-0 in league play, followed by Colfax at 7-2. Eldorado at 6-4. Bear River with the asterisk at 4-4, and that's the way it's going to end for them. Followed by Whitney, Lincoln, and Mesa Verde.
Okay, let's look at the boys basketball standings for the Sierra Foothill League. Rockland is the top and obviously the dominant team here. 10 wins, no losses in league play, 24-1 overall. Followed by Granite Bay and Del Oro with similar records, 8-7. Oakmont with 5-6. Then here's our Nevada Union. The boys with 4 wins and 6 losses.
And the lady basketball standings for the Sierra Foothill League. Del Oro on top, 10-0. Perfect season going. Followed by Granite Bay and Nevada Union. So this is a big win tonight for the Lady Miners, should they be able to hold on and possibly increase their position on the rankings. Followed by Rockland, Oakmont, Roseville, and Wood Creek.
And like Gil Dominguez mentioned earlier, they will go to the playoffs. Here's the boys basketball standings for the Central Valley Christian League. Vacaville with 8 wins and 2 losses. Followed by Forest Lake, who is right on their tail again with 8-2.
And Victory Christian with 6-3. Sacramento 4, and Sacramento Waldorf is at 4-6. Forest Hill is 2-7, and Woodland comes in with 1 win and 9 losses.
Lady basketball standings for the Central Valley Christian. Vacaville and Forest Lake are tied, both with 9 wins and 1 loss. Similar overall records, 14 and 17 losses or wins. Sacramento and Victory. Sacramento 6-4, Victory 4-6, followed by Forest Hill and Woodland.
Here are the power rankings for the men in the Sac Joaquin section. This includes games completed up to the 9th of February. Nevada Union at Division I at 19th, and not much chance there. Placer as number 20, and not much chance there. Top 16 teams go in the power rankings, followed by Division 4 is Colfax, rated number 1, and also in Division 4, Bear River at rated number 3, and in Division 5, Forest Lake boys are at ranking 5.
So we're getting set up for a Colfax Bear River match-off.
Let's hope so.
We'll see that in the boys. Now, San Joaquin section women's power rankings. Number 1 is in Division 1 play. Nevada Union is number 8 overall. In Division 3, Placer, number 4. Colfax is number 3. And Forest Lake Christian, number 6, all of which look like they're going to the playoffs, unless something dramatic happens. In fact, I'm being told by Gil Dominguez that all of them will have first-round home games, so we can look forward to that.
Forest Lake with a student body of 350 students and got 2 powerhouse
Isn't that impressive?
It is.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Congratulations to Forest Lake.
All right, we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by BNC True Value Home and Garden Center. Winter is not finished with us yet, so there is still time to winterize your home and your business. At BNC, you'll find a large selection of weather stripping for your doors and windows, and they also carry rolls of insulation for wall and attics to keep the heat in. Then to heat your home, BNC has a large selection of electric heating devices to heat big and small rooms. It's all on display at BNC True Value Home and Garden Center, located in the Fowler Center. So start right, start here.
And by Plaza Tire and Auto Service, what does it mean to be the best? And what does it take to be the best? Well, the Lady Miners know it takes hard work and commitment, and you have to dedicate yourself. Well, at Plaza Tire, they know this as well. That's why they've been voted Nevada County's best for the past 7 years. So come in and experience what a championship service really means, and that's at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Now with 3 locations to serve your automotive needs.
Walker's Office Supplies. Walker's Office Supplies is the friendliest place in town. It's where they know your business and they know your name because they're local, just like you. Mike Anderson and his family has served you from their Grass Valley location for many years, and if they don't have what you're looking for in stock, well, they'll order it for you from their huge warehouse and deliver it to you the very next day. You can't beat the customer service at Walker's Office Supplies.
And by our friends at Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. At Francis Cinto and Graziano, they specialize in making your business grow. They are certified public accountants and business consultants, all rolled into one. And now that tax season is here, it's time to make that appointment at either location in Auburn or Grass Valley. It's taxes made easy and business plans that hit their mark at Francis Cinto and Graziano, where they have an eye on your future.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating 11 years of bringing you only the best in local sports television. Thank you for tuning in this week, and be sure to stay with us after the game as we select the Touchdown Production Player of the Game, presented by Combi Trophy and Awards. Paul and I will pick the most deserving Lady Miner in tonight's contest and have her on the telecast after the game. So be sure to stick around for Touchdown Productions Player of the Game, presented by Combi Trophy and Awards on your NorCal Game of the Week.
And we just, Regina Madenford was just here sitting next to me from Combi Trophy, our proud sponsor and the contributor of the Player of the Week Awards.
So now a travel call on Reeves. The crowd doesn't like it, but the referee is right on top of that. 32-19 your score. On the move now are the Lady Vikings as they'll bring the ball up to court with Garcia. She's a pretty good ball handler, and now she gets cut off trying to go baseline, but gets it back for a possible 3, doesn't take it. Now driving into the paint, putting it up, and fouled just barely. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Betancourt. First one is up and is good. That's her first point of the game. 32-20, a 12-point. Now it's a 11-point deficit.
And the Vikings have decided to press. Yeah, they're going to try and make this a part of their offense. It wasn't very successful.
Now there's a foul called as Stefani tried to take it baseline. Little jumper. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
A good full court press, Marty, will add a lot of points to a team, or it can be a big detriment if the opposing team can break it quickly and get down court. That may be why Oakmont hasn't tried it in the past. They broke that press quickly and went right to the basket.
Got both of them, Stefani. That's her 9th point in the game. She's leading all scorers. Now Garcia will bring it up. Oh, nice pass. Just overthrew her. Good anticipation. Broke for the hoop. Betancourt just couldn't handle it. Now full court press again, but they pass it on down. They've got 3 on 2. Oh, and she kicked the ball as she reached. That was Lozano. You can't do that, but it's just instinct.
It was more of a pass off of her foot than it was a kick, but it's all the same when it comes to the possession.
So Caroline Reeves sets up a play. Gets it back to Reeves, goes in 10-footer and puts it up. That's her 6th point of the game. So now Nevada Union puts on a full court press, but they get it back to Garcia. Garcia set up a play, shot at the top of the key now. She'll try to take it in, can't do it, gets a screen from Lozano. Couldn't go anywhere with it. Oh, now another overthrown pass. That's you got good idea, Paul,
Yeah.
but because they're breaking to the hoop and she just can't get it to them. Now Caroline Reeves, but reaching in is Garcia. Oh, there's a travel that didn't get called. Betancourt now will bring it up. Long pass. Gong in the game now.
36-21. Miners lead here with 5 minutes in the third quarter remaining.
Almost stolen away, and it is. Nice defensive play by Viola. Oh, and then they turn it over, and it's going to be... but I think it went off of Betancourt, and the referee didn't see it.
He was in a bad position.
Yeah.
It looked like it went off of DeVere, but it actually was off of Betancourt. A break for the Vikings.
So Gong will bring the ball up. Now over in the corner, they get it down low at the baseline, and it's going to be a foul called. DeVere gets called for the foul.
DeVere's all over the court.
Oh,
She's
she
a
is.
hustler.
Yes, she is.
She's a hustler. She only got 4 points tonight, but she is a big impact player.
There's Gong at top of the key. No one's coming out the screen. They get it down low, and bad errant passes going on here by the Lady Vikings. They've had 4 turnovers on bad passes. When they get down the court, they need to start scoring instead of passing the ball away. All right, now Davidson gets a screen from Reeves. Oh, that went high off the glass. Reeves gets it back. Now there's a 3 going up, and nothing but net for Becca DeVere.
DeVere, and now she tries to steal the ball. She's all over the court.
She's really hustling tonight. Just a junior, 5'4". There goes Ali. There's a nice put in there by Lozano.
Lozano stops the bleeding, getting 2 points for the Vikings.
Down low, and there's a foul called as Stefani tried to... She was out of position underneath that basket, but it was a good thing she was fouled because that ball didn't have a chance of going in, even without that foul. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and is good. Four out of 5 from the free throw line for Stefani.
We have 3 new players coming in for the Vikings, one of which is Krista Gibson, the junior.
She gets them both. 11 points for Stefani. Now back in the game is Garcia. She tries to drive in, but then there's just a hope and a prayer on that shot. Gets fouled, goes to the line. That will be Morgan.
Lanika Morgan with 5 points tonight.
She'll shoot 2. First one is no good.
Morgan Mitchell coming into the game for the Miners, and they will sit Maria Viola.
Someone stepped into the shot was no good, but someone stepped into the key early, and that will be a Miner ball as DeVere brings it up. Cross-court pass back to DeVere. Top of the key now is Stefani. Oh, Reeves, left-hander, doesn't go, but rebounded in there by Stefani. There's Reeves, tries to take it in, puts it off
great
the
play.
glass.
There's one for you, Marty. That's a great play. Little underhand scoop while going cross-court into the key.
How do you defend against that?
You don't.
So Vassie now in the ball game, being guarded in there by Mitchell and stolen away by Mitchell. Good hustle. And now, but look at that, look at coming up and stealing the ball away is Garcia. Kept that from being a 2-point run by Nevada Union. 43-23, we got a 20-point game. There's one off the iron by Davidson for 3 points, doesn't work. There's another 3-point going up off the iron, but Nevada Union rebounds with it. Stefani with the ball. Well, that's almost stolen away, and it is. And good save by the Lady Vikings, and then an elbow by Davidson. Go ahead.
We've got a replay of that score by Reeves. Watch her move across the court, right in, and watch the little underhand scoop. Isn't that pretty? Bounces around and goes down for her. That's a big-time senior play.
Yeah, she went against 2 defenders. So now, there's Garcia. 2:23 left to go in this third period. It's been all Nevada Union. Garcia now gets it on over in the corner to Gibson.
And the Vikings are back to being shut out underneath, and they're going to have to opt for that 3-point long shot.
Bringing the ball up, slowing it down now is DeVere. Over to Lenore. Thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Throws it across court to Mitchell. No, she thought about the 3, now it goes back again. There's Reeves. Tries to drive in. Oh, nice pass. Christian Woodruff. 9 points for Christian.
And the Miners break the 20-point barrier, up now by 22.
There's a 3 going up, and it's off the iron, rebounded by DeVere. She'll bring it up. And there's going to be
They're going to call a foul on DeVere for pushing off.
That was called by the referee all the way across court. 4th team foul on the Miners. Oh, stolen away by DeVere. How's that for coming back after being called for a foul, huh?
I think she was kind of angry about that foul being called on her, and decided
hustle.
she was going to make up for it.
Good hustle there. She did that all on her own. Snuck in with it, stole it away, took it to the hoop. Garcia now. So now the foul was on Mitchell. So inbounding will be Gibson. Coker's in the game for the first time tonight. Oh, nice pass going in. Couldn't go anywhere. Defense stopped it. And now Coker takes it in. Underhand. That was easy by Lozano. That's where she needs to be.
She needs to be cleaning up underneath the basket.
Exactly,
I agree.
Right. And there's a pass by DeVere that went out of bounds. Viola comes back into the game. Reeves comes out. We've got 21 seconds left to go in this third period.
And there's a pause now by the officials to reset the clock. They're going to give him 21.7 seconds from the quarter.
Now there's Garcia with the ball, being guarded by Mitchell. Boy, Garcia's quick.
Yes, she is. She handles the ball very well with both hands, too.
Oh, there's an errant pass to Gong. She takes it in, and now 3 seconds. They're going to have to shoot it. And she didn't look up to see the clock.
That's her responsibility,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's also the responsibility of her teammates, too.
To help her out.
Yeah.
So here, at the end of the third period, Nevada Union still leads by a score of 47-25. So that third period was all Lady Miners as they come up with 15 points to Oakmont 6.
And it's barring anything miraculous, the Miners look like they're about ready to coast to a win here.
Well, the Oakmont Vikings brought it within 6. They made a nice run there in that second period where they picked up.
And the Miners do need both the wins they have left on their schedule to maintain their position in the power rankings, Marty.
Yeah, because you don't want to have a road game to start it up. You want to have a home game. So we start the fourth period. NU on top, 47-25. So the Vikings are going to have to get something going, and they're going to have to start it soon. As Gong will bring the ball up the court, being guarded in there by Flanor. Gets a screen. Almost was a block by Lozano. Well, that was kind of a desperation shot, and it's going to be Nevada Union ball. She was out of position.
But you know, she was also being guarded by one of the tallest players in the court, by Viola. And she knew she had to do something kind of fancy just to get the ball off.
There's an inside feed to Woodruff. Turn around, doesn't go. Rebounded in there by the Vikings. Garcia will bring it up to court. No place to go. She'll have to get over in the corner to Lozano. But then stolen away. Heads up play in there by Viola.
Moving the ball. The Miners.
Nice touch in there by Viola.
Viola throwing it up there and getting the benefit of a good bounce.
Zhang will bring the ball up. Almost loses it. Being guarded in there by Flanor. Oh, and then they do lose it. Saved in there by Gong. Almost stolen away. And it is stolen away by DeVere. She's going to go in there, gets fouled, but then puts it up anyway. Nice hustle, nice steal, coast to coast. Becca DeVere.
She's got to be my choice for player of the game so far, Marty.
Yeah, mine too. She's just picked up her 11th point of the game, and she's been both defensively and offensively doing the job for Nevada Union. There's an air ball shot up there by Garcia. It'll be out of bounds. Nevada Union ball.
You know, when we've been choosing these players of the game, the biggest impact in our decision making, of course, it's points, but in my mind, it's hustle.
Yeah, she's hustled and great defensive play, and now she steals the ball again. That's about her 8th steal. There's a shot off the iron, doesn't go. In the game now is Bellinger. Junior. Oh, look out. She's going to get that ball stolen again away. And picking it up is Vassie. DeVere goes down on the floor, gets back up. Paul, they still can't get that ball inside. You notice that?
Look at the way that their players collapse in on that low block, leaving their defensive assignment, and when the ball has a chance to go inside, they all collapse down.
Now they'll go baseline is Morgan, puts it up, doesn't go. Good hustle in there, and it's going to be out of bounds in favor of the Vikings. So Gong now will try to get something started. He gets now Morgan in the corner, baseline, gets cut off, and then it's going to be.
Here's the defensive hustle, and watch this. They collapse down here with the baseline move, and that's Morgan. And then Morgan obviously tries to scramble for the ball, but
so there's Reeves, gets it over in the corner, thought about a three from Flanor, doesn't get it. There's a three going up off the iron. So a good hustle underneath the basket. There's another shot, she gets it. Her first 2 points of the game.
That's Hayden Flanor.
Oh, there's a errant pass.
So a 28-point lead. The Lady Miners are going to coast in, it looks like. The refrigerator door is closing, as Gil Dominguez would say. And he knows about refrigerators.
Hey, nice feed down to the baseline goes Cassie Davidson for two.
And I think they'll be called for a palm, yep. The Miners aren't giving up on their full court press. They're going to stay with it.
There's a foul called, as taking it to the hoop was Davidson.
Cassie Davidson will go to the line, shoot a couple.
Nothing but net on that first one. That's her 9th point of the game. Distribution of these points for the Lady Miners has been almost every player has had a chance to get their hands on the ball. She gets both of them, 57-25. Very aggressive. Oh, nice drive in to the paint.
Great change of direction. And then a quick move to the basket. That's Vesey.
Well, it's going to be a back court. She can save it. She does. Nice hustle in there. Reeves dishes it off. And then getting the ball back is Stefani. No foul called. They're going to let them play. We got 3:16 left to go in this ball game. Now oh, there's a travel, but it didn't get called. Reeves with the rebound.
The official's just letting them play now,
right.
Marty.
Yep. There's Reeves, takes it into the paint, drives, puts it up. Too hard off the glass, doesn't go. And then gets wrestled in there, and it's going to be a 1-and-1. That was a foul called on the reach in.
Looks like Carolyn Reeves was reaching in there aggressively, and they will give a couple of shots, so 1-on-1, I guess. To Sabrina Ali.
We just watched Marissa Dominguez, the trainer over there for the girls, bandaging up the leg of Becca DeVere as she's doing her job in her Humboldt State jersey. Oh, nice feed into the paint, but almost stolen away, and it the Miners save it. There's Mitchell. Long three-pointer, and
spins one in from the top of the key.
Who was that? I got blocked out by the referee.
That was number 5.
That was Morgan Mitchell. Oh, look at that. That ball was stolen away, but now Reeves comes down with it. 2:08 left, 60-27. This is just, the Oakmont Lady Vikings only put 2 points on the board in this period. There's a struggle for the ball, and it's going to be a possession, Lady Miners. Yeah, I think we're both going to agree with this one. Becca DeVere, do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no question about that. Number 23.
Congratulations, Becca, on being selected as the NU player of the game.
There's a nice pass and shot by Cassie Davis, who has played a whale of a ball game tonight.
Becca will receive a very nice plaque from Comby Trophy. And she'll also get a DVD of the game that will...
that means she's going to have to listen to us?
She's going to have to listen to us.
Oh, boy.
For the rest of her life. But she will cherish both, I'm sure.
She's on the bench now, rooting her teammates on. Now there's a drive and a pass over to Stefani. Back out to Mitchell. Mitchell puts a shot up and gets it. So an air ball gets thrown up there, 64-27, and Garcia.
Frustration foul by Garcia. Yeah. Overly aggressive at the point. Minute 11 seconds left. As the Miners set it up out front.
There's a three-pointer up off the iron, doesn't go, rebounded by Garcia. She'll bring it up to court, being guarded in there by Stefani. Goes right by her, passes it off, doesn't go. And then there's going to be a...
No, there'll be a turnover. They'll award the ball to the Miners.
She must have stepped out of bounds. 50 seconds. This game is just about in the books here.
They're just letting them play now. A little bit of contact going on. The Miners will inbound.
Oh, she thought about a three. She takes it anyway.
Takes it anyway. And finally, there is a foul called. And that will be on Lozano.
34 remaining in this ball game. So going to the line is Stefani. Gets the first one. Boy, she's been deadly at that free throw line. 6 out of 7. 7 out of 8. 66-27. All Nevada Union this second half. You know, they've only scored 8 points in the second half.
Wow.
Doesn't go. Oh, look out. That was a left-hand hook into the face.
Right into the chops.
Now pass down court. Stop, push. No, it doesn't go. There should have been a foul called there. No foul. There's a shot up and off the iron. Doesn't go. Still hustling with and a nice
steal.
Steal. Yeah, I was going to say, help me with that one. There's your final score. 66-27.
In a very lopsided victory by the Miners tonight. Basically overpowering them from the beginning. The Oakmont Vikings come to the home court of the NU Lady Miners. Marty will go down and grab Becca DeVere, and she, with a smile on her face, will follow Marty back to the booth here, where we will award her the Player of the Game award.
Well, here we are, Paul. We've got Becca DeVere, big game tonight, and even though you had 11 points, did you know that?
I wasn't keeping track.
Okay, well, you had 11, but what we want to compliment you on your hustle tonight, because you were all over that court. What do you contribute this to?
We've been working hard in practice, and I guess we were starting the seniors tonight, and that was cool, so I guess I went out there and just tried to put as much energy as I could.
Well, you certainly did that. And Paul, what do you got to ask her here?
So, Becca, normally do you start the games? I noticed that you didn't start tonight.
Yeah, I started all the games, but tonight we have senior night on Thursday, and so Coach wanted to give the seniors a chance and have them play together. You know, I think that was their first time, or one of the first times they've actually all played together. Usually Caroline's not in there running point guard, so I've been in there running point guard, but she got a chance to do that.
Well, the reason that Marty and I selected you as player of the game is because of your hustle. Seems like you were on the ball all the time, both on the defensive and offensive end, and we just liked the way your game developed tonight, and we rewarded you that way with the player of the game.
Thank you.
And so here's we have the award right here. It'll be engraved. You probably have already seen one of these already from the other players who've gotten one. So you'll get this, and we'll present you with this Player of the Game award tonight, and then we'll have the plaque for you in a little while from Comby Trophy and Awards, and we congratulate you on your fine game tonight.
Becca, what do you think about the playoffs coming up?
We're so excited. We just keep thinking about it. It's just been a goal since the beginning of the season, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, you've worked really hard. Do you have any idea who your first opponent's going to be?
We aren't sure. We were thinking maybe Sheldon, but we aren't really sure.
So you've earned the place to go to the playoffs, and tonight's game proved it. So congratulations again.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, and congratulations again for a fine performance tonight, and congratulations to your teammates.
Yeah.
All right. That was Becca DeVere. She has had a great game tonight, and she was our player of the game. Comby Trophy and Awards presents that, and maybe one of these nights we'll get an award for something. Huh?
Don't hold your breath, Marty. So we saw a lopsided game tonight, but it was a decisive victory by the Miners. There's our line score.
And look at that, 8 points in the second half.
Yikes!
And no points in the first period. So they had that big run during that second period, and that was their only. And they drew it within 6 points, and it looked like they were going to make their move, just couldn't do it. The Lady Miners were just too tough for them tonight, as the Miners come out on top with a victory, 66-27. One more regular season game, and then they'll be on the road to the playoffs.
You bet.
All right, we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week has been underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. The Hanson family is proud to bring you another great Lady Miner basketball season.
And by Soft Answers, Dallas and Debbie Wilholm are proud of their son John and all the NU Miners.
Hills Flat Lumber Company, Ed, Sandy, Jeff, Kennan, and Jason Pardini, along with Dave Cuddy, are proud to be a part of the NorCal Game of the Week.
And by Nevada County Hearing Aid Center, Alan Costner congratulates the Lady Miners on all their games and their playoff season.
B&C True Value Home and Garden Center, the Fowler family has supported NU sports for many, many years.
And Plaza Tire and Auto Service. The Hauser family salutes the Lady Miners, coaches, and players.
Walker's Office Supplies, Mike Anderson and his family are proud of the Lady Miners.
And by Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. Dave Francis Greg Francis, Dave Cinto, and George Graziano are happy to bring you Lady Miners basketball to your homes.
And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating a decade of local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us all across our Foothill network of stations. And be sure to tune in next time as we travel back to the friendly confines of the Ali Gymnasium here at Nevada Union High School for senior night as the Lady Miners take on the Roseville Tigers as we continue the tradition of high school sports televisions right here on your NorCal Game of the Week.
It's also winter homecoming at senior night, so we will see the Kings and Queens and look forward to that.
Does that mean if it's winter homecoming, we're going to have snow again?
I doubt that. It's homecoming.
Okay. All right. We'd like to tell you that the fine job in the booth tonight, the executive producer and director for tonight's game was Gilbert M. Dominguez.
And, of course, we have titles and replay by Brandon Duct Tape Duckett.
And your announcers for tonight's game, Paul Brown and me, Marty Mortensen. Thank you.
Camera operators, there's Gary Feisey waving at us, Sean Krzyzewski, Miles Everett, and Pete DiMartini.
Office manager and photographer Lynn Dominguez.
Technical engineer Paul Niskowski.
Can't get his name right, we can't get his picture right,
Yeah,
so he's struggling.
That's the way it is.
And remote facilities provided by the Commander 2.
And Commander 2 maintenance by our buddies at Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
And Game of the Week award, which we presented to Becca DeVere tonight, is provided by Combi Trophy and Awards. Touchdown Production Sportswear by DK in Stitches. Touchdown Accounting provided by Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. And we sure love to hear from you. Give us a call at 274-2206 or Gil at touchdownproductions.com. And for Gil Dominguez, Paul Brown, this is Marty Mortensen and the entire Touchdown Productions sports team. This has been an exclusive presentation of your NorCal Game of the Week. We'll see you next time here for Nevada Union's senior night as the Lady Miners wrap up their season. So for all of us here, good night, everybody.